All right, I'm Brandon Vivian, Executive Chief Engineer for Cadillac.
And I'm Erin Crossley, Design Director for Cadillac Celestiq.
And we're here today to talk about this wonderful vehicle, the Cadillac Celestiq, which really embodies what we believe is standard of the world in our return to that moniker.
The vehicle behind us is the concept vehicle for Celestiq. And once the team and the company decided that we were going to do the Celestiq as a production vehicle, we also, during that development time, created a concept vehicle to really serve as the North Star for the things that we wanted to achieve aesthetically and from a materials and craftsmanship perspective. So the Celestiq is an all-electric vehicle which allowed us to really, I think, more heavily lean into technology to showcase a number of things on the vehicle. One really noticeable thing from the front of the vehicle is that we no longer have to account for air intake or have a traditional grille. We're able to use the front end of the vehicle really to display all the technology advances that we have as a brand, from the lit crest and animation of the lit grille into the very intricate LED headlamps.
Also, we have integration of radar under those fascias for our award-winning Super Cruise driving assist technology. And it's a all-wheel drive vehicle, so twin motor, over 600 horsepower, give over 300 miles of range also. So Celestiq really served as the vehicle to define the new design language for Cadillac. And you'll see the proportions are very long hood, really large wheel and tire package, but really balanced. And that was something, as we were working on Celestiq, not only is this our flagship, but this was also the technology in the design language that was going across the whole Cadillac portfolio, starting with Lyric and Optic. And Erin, it was a lot of fun doing that.
It was a lot of fun doing that. And it is a really unique body style, and it is something that's really going to catch the attention of people when it drives by. It's unlike anything else on the road, and really having a really bold and expressive exterior body style that really makes a statement. When you look back at Cadillacs over the years, that is something that Cadillac has been known for, from the introduction of the first gigantic tail fins, something that's really unique and attention grabbing.
And some of that, the vertical lamp signatures, we started on this vehicle, and you'll see across, again, the lineup with these small, very bright LEDs though, and they light in a cascading fashion. They also indicate charge status, and so we've been able to incorporate technology like that, into something. And this is really a blend of form and function, which was really an awesome opportunity to work and bring this vehicle and the rest of the portfolio to life. And so some of the other technologies that enable this shape that we took from the concept vehicle to go right into the production vehicle are our casting technology. We have 6 large cast elements that make up the whole underbody. We're using advanced manufacturing techniques like additive manufacturing. We have over 100 additive manufacturing parts. We use a process called FlexFab, which bends and shapes and pierces brackets and other metals to really bring all of this, bring every bit of technology we could to bring this beautiful car to life. All of that technology will deliver 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. As I mentioned, we'll have over 300 miles of range, over 600 horsepower, all while the vehicle is an incredibly fun vehicle to drive. Very sophisticated from a suspension standpoint. We have air springs, magnetic ride control 4.0. We also have active roll control, all of which are very highly integrated. 4-wheel steer, not to mention that also, and delivers just an incredibly enveloping ride experience with also the precision that you expect from a Cadillac. So it's a philosophy we call isolated precision, and it's no better demonstrated than this vehicle. So. But you could also, as I mentioned, you could drive and enjoy it. You could be driven in the back seat. All 4 seats have all of the exact same functions. They're actually the same seat in all 4 locations with all the same technologies. And so The rear seat passengers don't, or while they have access to streaming and they can play games, the front passenger can do that too. We have a electrical shade, if you will, that is a polarizing lens that the driver cannot see the passenger side screen, so the passenger can be streaming whatever they like and watching that while enjoying all the comforts of the Celestiq.
So when we first start to meet with clients on designing their Celestiq, after some initial conversations to understand what inspires them, what they're looking for, we'll create what we call a mood board that will try and capture the essence of the conversations that we've had relative to the look and feel that they're looking for their vehicle. When they come to visit us at Cadillac House, we'll usually have something initially set up for them, what we call a persona, that speaks to their inspiration board. So leather colors, a decorative trim, some metal detailing, and potentially an exterior color. Usually from an exterior color perspective, we have multiple in terms of what the client is looking to narrow down, because they'd really like to see those exterior samples in person, understandably so, with so much travel and changes in exterior color when you see them live. We'll also have additional, and these are just some examples of other colors, so that the conversation can be very organic. If they've been kind of on multiple personas, we would have multiple set up, but we do always have all of the materials for them, multiple decorative finishes that really create completely different personas for the car. Exterior colors, any of our colors can be done in a high gloss or a matte version of the color, depending on the client's preference. Everything can be matched to the same color, so the carpet, the seatbelt, you can truly achieve a fully monochromatic dipped interior, which with a lot of vehicles is challenging because of the number of materials that are used. But with Celestiq, because we use mainly one leather to wrap the entire interior, it's much more straightforward for us to get an interior that is completely matched in one color. The starting price for the vehicle is around $340,000, and then we will proceed from there. So as a client starts to make unique selections, add personalization touches, look for things to be uniquely developed for them, we will develop the MSRP for their individual creation. We are currently working with clients now to design their one-of-one Celestiq, and the time frame for the build on their vehicle will really largely depend on the complexity of their build and the uniqueness of their request.